I'm good, everybody. It's your boy, Blah Baby J, man. I don't like, comment, share, subscribe, man. I'm going to see y'all after the intro. You did. We live. Stay tuned.
Santana Star Beats.
Alright, look. So this what we doing, man. Let me double check real quick. Make sure this shit. Okay, so we good over here. We good over here. Boom. Let me check on the phone. I'm sure we straight, man. But look. This what we doing, bro. This joint, what we doing, bro, is, you know what I'm saying? We finna check out this Sovereign, you know what I'm saying? So, for y'all that don't know, the Sovereign, what this movie is based off of, you know what I'm saying? This movie based off of, you know what I'm saying? A situation that happened in West Memphis, Arkansas. Real talk, like real deal, really happened, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all, you know what I'm saying, want to see like the real deal, in-depth video, you know what I'm saying, I'm be talking like this the actual video, you know what I'm saying? Like I was actually talking about it, but even though it like got something to do with the let's say Dodge Challenge or whatever and blah blah blah, but like the fatal police shooting, that's really with me breaking down like the whole thing, talking about the Sovereign situation, like this before the movie even came out, before the trailer came out, before all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it really happened like one day after my birthday type shit, you know what I'm saying? So like that's why I really remember that whole like that, like type shit. But look, man, this joint right here, that's the video right there. You want to see the whole joint like break down, like raw, uncut, unfiltered, you know what I'm saying? That's that video if you want to just watch that joint. But we finna be reacting to the, you know what I'm saying, the whole trailer. We finna watch that joint. We finna see what it's talking about. We're finna see what it's talking about. And then we're gonna go through and see how accurate that joint is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to show y'all the actual footage, but I'm gonna show y'all all like the actual everything. Like we finna get deep and, you know what I'm saying? We finna explain it. You did. So first we finna just go and watch this trailer. Let me see what they talking about.
Hello? 1-1, where is your emergency? Exit 275 on 40. These guys just shot a police officer right on the exit.
So far, as accurate as fuck.
I need to ask you a few questions. Maybe you can help me get to the bottom of what happened. Can you do that for me? You two were on some kind of road trip?
My dad travels for work.
There is no money. It's all just numbers on a ledger. And when it all comes collapsing down, who do you think they expect to come around and clean up the mess?
What about school?
I'm homeschooled. He says that he wants me to be an independent thinker.
Power's in the people. Always remember that.
We found some weapons in the van you were driving. Your father, has he ever been violent?
Next time, aim more for the head. You know, they wear bulletproof vests.
It sounds to me like your dad doesn't like the government very much.
The demands that you beg, they're sick like that. You know, they're psychotic, psychopaths.
I mean, I don't want to have to kill anybody. But if they keep messing with me, then I'm afraid that's what it's going to come down to. And if I have to kill one, then I'm not going to be able to stop. I just know it.
They think they can just, you know, keep squeezing blood out of a stone. But at some point, you have to let them know that you won't be pushed
It's
anymore.
already out, too.
This is an illegal stop.
Sir, get back in the car.
What law did I break?
Get back in the
Tell me
car
what
right
law I
now.
broke and I'll comply.
Sir?
I got a
Sick
lot.
in the head.
Hey,
That's all.
what the fuck,
So
man?
we just
They
gotta
on
play
point.
their
I'ma
silly
tell you
ass
that
little
they on
games.
point.
and go in there and kill the monster under the bed, so to speak.
Hey, that joint, hey, that's, I can't laugh, fool. That's about accurate as hell. Okay, fuck that ad. That, when I say that is accurate as hell, I say like overall, you know what I'm saying? Overall, let me chop it up with y'all real quick. Overall, bro, like, man, when I say that joint is accurate as fuck, bro, that joint is accurate, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me double check something before I get to chopping up with y'all. I just want to make sure the screen ain't double while I'm looking at it and all that blah blah blah. But when I say it's accurate as hell, like the whole trailer accurate as hell. The whole trailer is accurate as fuck. I can't lie. Okay, yeah, we ain't double or nothing like that. But when I say the whole, bruh, that trailer act. Matter of fact, let me go back, bro. Look, when I say that joint is accurate, I'm finna go and show you.
Hello?
So right off the rip.
Exit 275 on the...
That's exactly how they was lined up. Like in the situation, I'm gonna show you all the actual footage and all that stuff, but I'm gonna try not to show you too much, so I don't get, you know what I'm saying, the channel hit, cause boy, YouTube be on this shit. But look, bro, like I don't remember sheriffs being there, but you know what I'm saying, it's a movie, so they gonna kind of, it's a lot of stuff they gotta work with, and a lot of stuff they you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of stuff they can't do and can do, and it's a lot of stuff they gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, curve to make it look better or feel better. But off the rip about this whole situation, like the deputy, it was not sheriffs out there, and I'm gonna show y'all. Matter of fact, we can just go to it. And then, like I was saying, if y'all want to see this whole actual, like, uncut, unfiltered, me just chopping it up about it, that's that video right there. But look, West Memphis police shooting. $2010. Oh shit. 2010, right? Look, when I say, bro, it's accurate as heck. When I say the van, I can't go too much. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all what's accurate and what's not accurate before we get, you know what I'm saying? So off the rip, this accurate, like how they was parked and how they was talking and doing all this, but it was not sheriffs out here. It might have been sheriff, but if I'm not mistaken, bro, it was like actual city police. Now it wasn't just sheriffs out there, but you know, it's all the same shit. Now the chief, I think this the chief car, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm guessing that's the chief right there, bro, talking to the officer, because no cap, like the chief's son was one of the officers that got killed, you know what I'm saying, in the actual situation in real life. I don't know what played out in the movie because I didn't watch the movie yet. But when I do watch the movie, I'm gonna show y'all the actual review. We're gonna explain it. We're gonna review it all that over again. But anyway, like I'm guessing this right here is the Chief's car, bro. Because he did used to ride around and some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing that's the chief because that's how he used to dress, you know what I'm saying? But it don't look like him from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they probably might not get that one of one, you know what I'm saying? But he had like some longer hair or whatever. Not too long, it was a little bit longer. But like I was saying, overall, the sheriffs, it wasn't sheriffs if I'm not mistaken, it was city police. And then this, I believe this right, because there was the chief
These guys
car,
just shot a police officer right on the exit.
That's accurate too. Like, so if you listen, let me see. If you listen to the actual guy talking, that's saying they shot a police officer, that's accurate as hell. 100% accurate. It's accurate as hell.
911, where is your emergency? Exit 275 on 40. These guys just shot a police officer right on the exit.
That is accurate as hell. That is exactly how the dude called the lady. The dispatch answered, and she was like, "What's going on?" And 911, whoop. And bruh, he said, "Man, they just shot a police officer, boom, bam." boom, bam, right in the same spot. But the difference is, I believe he was telling. Well, I know in the real life footage, dude, like I'm in a FedEx truck and blah 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 blah. So you gonna see the actual FedEx truck when the officer point of view, it's another officer pulling up, and you gonna see how they was lined up just like this when the other officer pull up. You're going to see like a FedEx truck. They might not be able to show all that in the actual, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of copyright and it's a lot of shit you got to, you know what I'm saying? So they might not actually show the, so I say that's why I say they numbed it down a little bit. And it looked like it don't even look nowhere near exit 275 if this was even shot in West Memphis. This don't even look nowhere near, because you would see Dairy Queen and I believe it used to be like Huddle House and all that stuff. You would see all that over here to the right, and you would see like a stop sign, like not a street sign, a street light or whatever. You'll see all that like right here, and then to the left is where you'll be going to Marion and all that. If you keep going around here, just go to the left. But if you go right, you'll be going into the West Memphis city, or if you go straight, you'll be going to West Memphis. You know what I'm saying? The west side of West Memphis. So boom, like I said, overall, it's accurate how it looked. You know what I'm saying? It's accurate how it looked. But the sheriff's not accurate. The place, like the scenery, not accurate. But that's like I said, it's a lot of stuff that they can and can't do. The truck, I don't see the truck, and I'm gonna show y'all all that.
Shot a police officer right on.
That's accurate though. How he was talking, and you know what I'm saying. That's accurate.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Now about this scene right here, I think it's the chief or one of the detectives, because he looked more like the chief.
Bottom of what happened.
I don't remember him actually getting. Because both of them died. In the real life, both of them died. Like, when they came down here, in real life, the little boy, he was the one to shoot. He killed both of the officers. The pops he had say-so in it. But the pops did not kill any officer. That's fake. That's not accurate. What's accurate is this boy, he was 16 years old, I believe. And he killed both of them, bro. He upped the Drake. He had an AK-47, bro. He upped that joint. Boom, boom, boom. Popped the officer, bro. You know what I'm saying? While the pops was talking. So I don't ever remember him getting, you know what I'm saying, interrogated or not. But I do remember them. I remember like stories saying, like hearing people saying, bro, they came down here before. Because he used to be like this traveling preacher or pastor or whatever, preaching about the sovereign stuff. So that's why the overall title accurate as hell, sovereign, because that's what he was preaching. That's what you know what I'm saying. That's what he used to believe in and all that shit. Like that's what he actually used to do, sovereign shit and woo woo woo, like saying you ain't gotta have an ID and just a lot of stuff. Like he was anti-government like a motherfucker. Like that shit is accurate as hell. That is accurate as hell, bro. But the little boy was the person that killed both of the officers. The chief's son and the other officer, I believe Officer Evans and the other officer, bro. I can't remember. I just remember like my teacher, you know what I'm saying? She was like, my uncle just got killed and woo in the shooting and all that stuff and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was, bro. Like, but he was the one to do all the shooting. I don't remember them being interrogated unless they came back. So this must have happened before all this, you know what I'm saying? Because I do remember them saying they came down here, they ended up taking some money from him. That's why he really came back. Like that's what they were saying. Like that's what the city was saying, the town was saying. They were saying like the officers, or he had got pulled over or something like that and went to jail for like a night or some shit like that, something like that. And they end up taking money from him and some more shit and give him a ticket and send him on about it, something like that. That's why he really ended up coming back to West Memphis to do this shit. Like he had it planned, is what they were saying. But I don't know how accurate that was. That was he say, she say. So, but I don't remember like this interrogation and all this shit. It is inspired by true events. They was packing up and doing all this. The dog, go back to the dog. That's accurate as hell. Like I'm surprised they even put that in there, bro. Like this. Bro, some films be lazy as hell, bro. Some filmmakers be lazy as hell, bro. They got the dog, the traveling, the bags. Like, this is accurate to what they was wearing. They haircuts and shit, bro. That is accurate. That's accurate as hell.
Road trip.
The dog, bro, accurate as hell. The van, 100,000% accurate. I don't know about the house. I think they used to stay in Ohio. So that's why they talking about a road trip. I believe they used to stay in Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
My dad travels for work.
The clothes accurate as hell. Like how he was doing all this and giving them the clothes. They was wearing white clothes. They used to go do all this.
There is no
this accurate as hell. If you actually search the guy up, I'm gonna show y'all all this. You gonna see him preaching and doing all this shit to these little small people, and he used to preach, bro. Like this sovereign shit. This is accurate as fuck, bro. This is accurate. I can't lie.
money. It's all just numbers on a ledger, and
like,
when it all comes collapsing,
dead ass, bro. Like how he used to talking about the dollars and stuff like that. Like he really was anti-government, but like I can't believe they actually got the scenery correct, bro. Like I'm surprised they ain't put it in some Hollywood ass spot, bro. Like they got, like, when I say the background and shit is accurate as hell, bro. Like he was sitting here preaching in a spot look just like this. The wall, the ceiling, the clothes, all that.
down, who do you think they expect to come around and clean up the mess?
What about school?
I'm homeschooled. He says that he wants me to be an independent.
I don't know nothing about like his actual life, him being homeschooled and stuff like that.
Powers in the people.
But I do know the son was following his pop's lead. Like he was doing exactly what his pops was doing.
Remember that.
We found some weapons in the van you were.
They did get some new weapons. I know he was an AK, bro. Like it was this jump right there. It was an AK-47, bro. But he was teaching his son how to shoot and do all that. That's accurate as hell too.
Driving. Your father has he ever been violent?
That's accurate as hell, bro.
Next time
That is accurate. When he say, peep what he say right here.
I made more for the head. You know, they wear bulletproof vests.
Bro, that is accurate, bro. That's exactly how bro was shooting, bro. Like I said, like he was trained. When I show y'all the foot, I want to show y'all the footage, bro. But I don't know how I don't know how YouTube gonna react to it.
It sounds to me like
they might not show, bro. Like it's been a minute since I watched
the government very much.
But they, you know what I'm
that
saying?
you-
This accurate. The dog, the clothing, bro. Like I cannot believe how accurate they got it, bro.
They're sick like that. You know, they're psychotic, psychopaths.
I mean, I don't want to have to
The van is accurate, bro. I wanted to get the tag accurate too, bro. I want
kill anybody.
I don't know if that's West Memphis though. Like that don't look like
You know,
West
they're
Memphis unless they put
psychotic,
some type of filter on this shit.
I mean, I don't want
This don't look like West Memphis Street at all, bro. So this might be him actually leaving Ohio. So this could be him leaving Ohio because this do not look like West Memphis. The street's not that wide. Not a single street in West Memphis this wide, bro. Like that's too wide. Like I say, no, that's definitely not West Memphis. But it is a strip like this. Like it's a couple like long strips like this. So if they could be trying to impersonate West Memphis, this could probably be like Broadway or some shit, Missouri or something like this. But I believe he's leaving Ohio.
anybody. But if they keep messing with me, then I'm afraid that's what it's gonna.
I believe it's the chief, bro. This gotta be the chief. Because this, like Miss Evans and all these other, like this the officers, this gotta be the chief, bro. Because this is what the chief used to wear. This, you know what I'm saying? I believe the chief did have a wife and all that, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't too much into the chief like, bro. But I believe this is the chief, fool.
Come down to.
And I believe one of these officers, I don't know which one, but I believe one of them, I think I seen him in the trailer a little bit too. So that might be him portraying as his son. But I believe this guy is the one who actually portraying it as his son because the officer used to, they might have his actual picture too, but the officer used to wear the shades, bro. I remember him one of the officers used to wear the shades and shit all the time. Like he had the picture, like on this little picture, he had the shades and shit. So I believe this is one of the officers in this shit. And him too. But it might be these two.
And if I have to kill one, then I'm not gonna be able to stop. I just know it.
They think they can just, you know, keep squeezing blood out of a stone. But at some point, you have.
Let me go back to this part. Like all this, I don't know if he was that detailed into it, or that deep into like the sovereign shit, but I don't remember them saying it in the articles and stuff, like him just having camps and doing all this and how this jiu-jitsu and shit. I don't remember it being that deep, but it may have been that deep.
You know, keep squeezing blood out of a stone. But at some point, you have to.
This is accurate, bro. How he was looking, like how he got pulled over on the highway,
blood out of
lights
a
in
stone.
it, bro. That was accurate.
But at some
On the highway, bro put him over on the highway, and when I say he followed him for about 10, 15 minutes, bro. Like he was talking. There was like he was like, I don't know if they got it. They probably not gonna have him to where he followed him that long. But the officer, I think it was Officer Evans, bro. He was following bro for like 10, 15 minutes. You would see that on the actual footage.
Point, you have to let them know that you won't be pushed any further.
This is an illegal.
That's wrong. That's inaccurate. That's
At some
inaccurate.
point, you have to let them know that you won't be pushed any further.
This is an illegal stop. Sir.
But I understand how they trying to portray it, and they gotta get the movie all good or whatever. And I do like how they changed it up a bit. But I wish they would have did something with how like keeping it accurate. But this right here, this whole scene right here is not accurate at all.
Let them know that you won't be pushed any further.
This is not accurate at all. This is not. He did not hop out like he did hop out, but he did not hop out violent, bro. He hopped out on some cool shit, and this is inaccurate too.
This is an illegal stop.
Right here.
Sir, get back.
It was not two officers off the rip. It was one officer pulled up. I believe it was Evans, bro. He pulled up. He was chopping it up with bro. He didn't come out. He didn't jump out the car like that. He didn't jump out the van. He didn't jump out the van like that. But I understand, like I say, this is a movie, so this is a movie, bro. They got to get it all, you know. But he ain't jump out the van like that. I'm gonna show y'all out. He ain't jump out the van like that, bro. He jumped out the van calm. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "What's going on?" You know what I'm saying? And the officer let his guard down, bro, because he was just talking to him, didn't care. He ain't worried about it. Like Officer Evans or whoever was talking to him was just, he was talking calm to him too. But that was 100% inaccurate. I say about 90% accurate, because he did hop out. He did jump out there, clothes, all this shit the same, all that, everything about the same. But he did not hop out violent, bro.
This is an illegal stop. Sir, get back.
And it was not two officers at the first, like it was only one officer, bro. And they was talking for about 10 or 15 minutes. They were talking about 5, 10, 15 minutes. And that's when, while they was talking, that's when the other officer pulled up with the shit. Like he pulled up, and they weren't that skinny either. I know how, like, you know what I'm saying, both of them was more heavy set, bro. But the first officer was talking to dude. He was talking to dude. First officer was talking to dude for about 10 minutes. And then you got the second officer, right? Sir, get back. The second officer, he pulled up while they was talking, bro. So this car was already here, chilling, blah, blah, blah. But that second officer didn't pull up until like 10, 15 minutes later when they were talking, and they was still, even when he pulled up, they was still talking, bro. Like they didn't instantly arrest him or nothing like that. But when the first officer pulled up, boom, he was talking to him, blah, 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 blah. The second one pulled up, he was more on alert. He was more alert. I ain't gonna lie, he was on point. The second officer was on point, man. He was feeling the car, looking around, man. He was ducking, and you would see all that, like you would see his body language, like he was just on point, bro. Like he wasn't going for none of this shit. Like the first officer let his guard all the way down. He didn't care. He was talking to the guy. He didn't even care who he was talking to. You know what I'm saying? It was too many red flags, when he still let his guard down. He was following the guy for like 5, 10 minutes, and he finally pulled up on 275. Then when he pulled over, he still had his guard down just by talking to him. He didn't search the car, nothing. He didn't do nothing. He just started talking to the guy because he hopped out. He let him come out. He didn't say get back in the car, nothing. He was talking to him, and then he was like, it even got to the point he was showing them papers. He was showing them all type of papers. He was like letting him go back in there and get his drink. Like while he was talking and reading the papers, the guy, this guy right here.
Get back in the car.
I'm sorry. While he was going back, he was giving the first officer papers and shit, and he went back, bro. He kept he was like getting his cup, drinking his cup, and I know for a fact he was like chopping it up with his son every time he went back to the car. The officer had his guard down dead much in so many ways, bro. His guard was just down, bro, and he kept letting him drink his drink, going back get other papers. I know he was communicating with his son like, get ready, blah 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 and blah blah. So like I say, this inaccurate how he just hopped out saying this is illegal stop. He didn't say all that. He didn't do that. They didn't, sir, get back in the car. They didn't do all that. Cause you know what I'm saying. Like I say, I just explained it. They had the guard down.
Get back in the car.
It did not happen like this.
Sir, get back in the car.
What law did I break?
Get back in the
Tell me
car
what
right
law
now.
I broke and I'll comply.
Sir?
They're sick in that.
Yeah, it didn't happen like that, bro. And I'm guessing this right here is after he done drank the police. Cause look at the look on his face. He done already popped the police. He got the gun in his hand. They look at this point. I'm guessing they were already looking for Walmart, bro. Cause what really happened after the second officer pulled up, like I say, like 1 or 2 minutes go by, and this when little dude hopped out the car, killing shit. Like he hopped out the car, killing shit, bro. They were trying to take cover. Oh, like ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole Drake 72, bro. You know what I'm saying? AK, whatever you want to call it, bro. They were trying to take cover. One of them got hit from a ricocheted bullet anyway. Like head split open, boom. So this how that happened, bro. He popped both of them. The officer, he popped both of them.
That's
So you see how he looking around, trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing it's definitely after. So you see how they set it up, cause it's accurate, bro. This is accurate.
It's an illegal stop.
Sir,
He got stopped.
sir, get back in the car.
It didn't happen like this.
What
But
did I break?
Get back in the
Tell me
car
what
right
law I
now.
broke and I'll comply.
Sir?
they're sick in that.
boom, the little dude popped the officers, and then all of a sudden, he popped both of them. And then here they go.
That's all.
They looking for somewhere to go, bro. They went straight to. They were driving around the city, and that's when all the schools and everything was on lockdown. I'm in an alternative school. We eating cookies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Watching TV. Man, them folk put the whole city on lockdown. Like they, you know what I'm saying? They were telling us, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, don't do this, don't go here. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, bruh, they put a hit out for bruh. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up in Walmart, and they was shopping around trying to look normal. But it's gonna be a scene.
So we
See,
just
like they walking in Walmart. They in Walmart trying to look normal, whatever.
gotta play their silly ass little games.
But I don't know what this scene is. I don't know if this is before the shooting or after. But this may have actually happened. He probably took his son to the bathroom and got on his ass or something like that. But I don't know how accurate this is or what if this happened before or after. But I don't remember them arguing or anything like that.
And go in there and
I don't remember this field part. This probably might be. I think this is before the situation. I think he trying to get his son to do this and do that and talk to him. So I don't think this is after the situation because they didn't. Once they hit that store, they did not leave that store, my nigga. They did not leave that store, bro. So this scene right here, this definitely had to be before the shooting. And speaking of it, this had to be before the shooting too. Because it looked like he wearing the same shirt anyway. Yeah, and right here he was wearing a different shirt. Let's go back. Let's see. In the car he was wearing a different shirt. They try not to show it. Look like
stone. But at some point,
They
you
try not
have
to
to
show
let
his
them
shirt.
know that you won't be pushed any further.
This is an illegal stop.
Sir,
And then-
sir, get back in the
What law
car.
did I break?
Get back in the
Tell me
car
what law
right
I
now.
broke and I'll comply.
that's not the only inaccurate
Freaking
part. See, he got a red looking shirt on right here, and I think that's exactly what he had on in the day this shit happened, bro. So that's how I know this scene right here.
That's all. So
They
we
ran to Walmart. That's accurate. See, red
gotta
shirt.
play their silly ass little games.
And then see, they trying to make it seem like he walked into the bathroom, but see, I ain't no director, but I pay attention to what the directors do and all that shit. So you can see he switched to a blue shirt. So that had to be before. This had to be before the situation because I'm telling you, when they walked in that store and they came back out, they didn't leave that store, bro. So this 100%.
Go in there.
That's before. And he ran outside. Yeah, so this got to be before they left and all that stuff. And that is accurate right there. Them pulling up, that is so accurate how they pulled up. But man, this is so accurate, bro. Like, only thing it is like this definitely not West Memphis. It can't be. Or if it is, it's a different exit, bro. But this can't be West Memphis, bro. It might be portrayed as West Memphis, but this is accurate as hell. One car, like right there, it was like 3 or 4 cars everywhere, and it is the body right there. I was just about to say I don't see the body, but that gotta be the body right there, bro. If that's not a shadow, they don't look like a shadow because the shadows are going that way. The shadows going to the right. Boom, 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 boom. You see the shadows? And that's not a shadow of that car because that car's in the back. That is accurate, bro. The boy, bro, the officer body, one of the officers' body, I think that was the chief's son. One of them was in a ditch. One of them was in a ditch to the right over here. You can't see that. That's unless they show that in the movie. You weren't able to see that in the officer's footage. But this is the dash cam. This is accurate. They pulled up just like that, bro. It was one officer car facing like that. The other one was facing like that. It was like two lined up right there, which was their car. That's both of their cars right there, which is both of the dead officers. So, yeah, that was both of the dead officers' cars right there, bro. And there was one of the officers laid out dead right there. That's the one of them. That's not a shadow. If you see this right here, that's a shadow. They line up with their car. They line up with their car. That's the shadow right there. They line up. This is the officer's body laying right there, bro. That's the officer's body laying right there. And the other officer is in the ditch to the right. That's accurate, bro. That's accurate as hell. I don't know if they see. I don't know because that don't look like a shadow either, bro. But it might be a shadow. That's exactly what his body was. The other officer right there, because he was trying to run and get away. The other one got popped trying to take cover. He got hit trying to run. And one of them, it was so bad that they had to get cremated, bro. Head knocked off all it. And I think this was the officer with his head knocked off. But in the footage, they edited it a little bit because we didn't see a head. We didn't see a top half. That was knocked off, bro. I'm just dead ass. So, because that's for sure an officer right there. And that was another officer right there. And these officers had just pulled up to the scene. But these two cars right there was the dead officers. And it was a FedEx truck like right here. It was a FedEx truck or another truck right there. There was a couple cars or whatever. So,
kill the monster.
That had to be the chief.
Under the bed.
That's not accurate. This black officer right there. I don't. It might have been a black officer in the shooting or whatever, but I don't know. Nah, this can't be. Yeah, this ain't West Memphis. But it is some apartments and stuff around there, like Walmart, the surrounding Walmart. So you got like Walmart. This is like got to be. So what it is, bro? It's service road. You know what I'm saying? You getting off that road or whatever. It's a long road, bro. On like right off the highway, but I don't see that road nowhere in sight. So this definitely not West Memphis. It don't even look or feel like West Memphis. But this black officer, I don't know where he came from, bro. I don't know where he at or where he was not even the guy. The guy that was shooting like this and doing all that was this guy right here. That didn't happen like that. That didn't happen like that. That truck right there, this truck right here, that's about accurate. It was a truck to pull up and hit him first. I don't even think he got, I know for a fact he didn't get out shooting like that. But this truck was that officer right there shooting. That was not, like that, this officer right here, he was nowhere in the scene. He was nowhere to be found. But that truck was that officer. Like, that's who that was. Even though these people aren't the same as the truck. But what I'm saying is, boom,
so to speak.
You got the truck. This truck right here, this is how it originally happened. They was trying to leave. Boom. But the truck had pulled up into him. He bumped into him. Now you know what? I take it back. That black officer was like another officer. It was like a white officer, I believe. He was shooting. It might have been a black officer, but he was shooting from the front. He was getting shot. This dude right here and his son was getting shot from the front and the back and the side. Like, they was getting shot from this is how it happened. They were trying to leave, bro, and the truck bumped into him, stopped him. So he stopped. I think I don't know if he got out or he didn't get out, bro. He wasn't that bold. But he looked, he like, what the fuck what he got going? And he rammed into him again. And then there was another officer coming from the front, which had to be that officer that was shooting, the black officer. It was an officer shooting from the front too, and he was shooting from the back type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to prevent him from leaving, which he did. You know what I'm saying? And next thing I know, like, it was just like all type of officer, like, cause this officer right here, the reason he in the truck because he was an off-duty officer, and that off-duty officer was my alternative school teacher father. That was her father. So that's why she was crying. She was like, he don't even supposed to be up there and blah, blah, blah. Because the city is that small, bro. Yeah, so that off-duty officer, that's why he's in the truck. Because he was not even on duty. And that was her either her stepdad or her dad, one or the other. And she was crying. She was like, blah, 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 blah. We was like, what's going on? And we thinking he was the one that got popped or whatever. But she was like, nah, he ain't got no business up there. He trying to save the day and blah, 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 blah. And next thing I know, bro, like I don't remember his truck getting shot up like that. But I think I do remember them shooting out the truck. Like they were shooting out the truck. But they were also shooting inside the truck. This whole van, I mean, they were shooting. I think they were shooting outside of. I don't know, bro, because you couldn't see in the inside. So, but this is not accurate. How he jumped out with the Drake shooting. He did not do that. He didn't do it. So, but I do like how they did the scenery, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? That was not accurate. Bruh stayed in there until all them officers drawed that. Like it was so many officers from every direction. They just was shooting. Boom, 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 boom. They was shooting, and then. Next thing you know, 12 walked up to him, and they slowly walked up to him. They had shotguns, shields, all type of shit. They just walking up to him slowly, and they dragged the boy out. They dragged they dragging him in the pops. They dragging the boy in the pops out. They dragging him out. They just pull him out with the guns on them still. They were mad, but they were hot, bro. You know what I'm saying? The dog got away unfazed. Not a single bullet. Now they show that in here. I know something. But the dog literally, after them shooting the dog, bro, they shot the van up. They didn't care, bro. They were shooting the whole van up, bro. They were shooting the whole van up. Next thing you know, bro, the dog jumped out after all that. Like the van was shot up, hit up, wrecked, everything. Dog jumped out, not a single scratch on him, bro. You know what I'm saying? The dog jumped out, not a single scratch. Man, that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm not lying. So, like, I just had to break that down. Then I'm going to show y'all the actual footage, bro, before we get out of here, bro. But that was not accurate how he jumped out with the Draco, just shooting around everywhere. But overall, bro, 10 out of 10 on the trailer. 10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10 on the trailer. 10 out of 10. So let me show y'all the actual. They uploaded this a year ago. It's crazy. This is the actual, okay, red shirt. So this is how they were laying down. Look, wow, bro, this is actually crazy how they got the actual. So yeah, this is y'all want to see all this for yourself, because I'm not gonna try not to show too much. Y'all want to just see all this. Just search up West Memphis Police Shooting 2010. This is what the movie based off of. Sovereign. This is what it's based off of. Real deal. I got to subscribe for that, bro. I fuck with y'all, bro. Like I say, this is the actual shooting. So let me see which one we gonna watch, bro. We're gonna watch this one. So, okay, blah blah. He followed them, right? He followed the guy. This is where they pulled over on the side or whatever. I don't know if they're gonna show the part like where he was following him. But you can see he was talking to him, bro. I need the full video, bro. That's not it. Still. Okay, so look. Okay, he was following him right here.
West Memphis, Arkansas.
He pulled him up. This is the officer.
A policeman pulls over a
Pulled him
van
over
at this inspection checkpoint.
That's where it happened right there.
Inside is a fire.
So that's how I just want to show y'all that part. Then. You got him chopping it up with him. He talking to him. Bro, I cannot find the real footage, bro. And this is when they actually pulled up. It was sheriff there, but this is when they, see what I'm saying? This is when they actually pulled up to the scene, bro. Like, that man was surrounded. But let me show you. Because we skipping too far before I get out of here. I got to find how, you know what I'm saying? Just basically, long story short, this is how he was talking to him. He let him get out, talk, and everything. So he wasn't violent or nothing like that. You could tell he wasn't violent. His son was actually sitting in the passenger side. He was talking to him, let him talk to his son, pass him a cup, get some papers, all type of shit, bro. Let me see if I can speed it up. See, He went back again, like he is talking. Look, like who lets them? Like no officer let you do all that, bro. Look at him getting a cup. You can't see it because this was a long time ago. Like the quality is terrible. Look, put his cup back in there, bro. This is crazy, bro. Letting them talk. They were just talking and talking and talking. So here we go. Now we got the second officer pull up. Second officer pull up. Yep, see him? They sitting there talking. And he whip around. Here we go. He whip around. He whip around. He whip around. Pull up behind him. So, like I was telling y'all, in the trailer, bro, that was not accurate how both of those officers jumped out at the same time. That was not accurate. So that's the officer's truck right there. He was in a Tahoe. That's not the van. That's not the van. See the blue light. That was in a Tahoe. Boom. So as you see him get out, watch how the other officer on point. He looking. He ain't on it. He ain't on that friendly shit. I can't remember which officer was which, but I know one of them was Officer Evans and one of them was another, the chief's son. Or they might both. See how he looking? Like watch how he get the peek in it. Hold on. He stopped. See, I can't make this up. He walked like he like, hold on, bro. And he stopped. You see what I'm saying? He said, get over here now. I need you to, he come over here with the, you know what I'm saying? He come over here hot with the shit, bro. Get over here now. Why are you over? You see what I'm saying? He come over here grabbing the papers, stopping stuff. But he come over here doing what an officer gonna do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that how they supposed to be, bro. But that's how they usually act, bro. You know what I'm saying? He even though his guard was still down, but he wasn't as down as the other guy. So you see why you see right here how he was talking to him. Boom. He talking to him. He talking to the dude, which is the father, and he talking to the other officer, whatever. And as he stopped and stumbled, that's when the little dude, the little 16-year-old start. You gonna see he pull out the Drake, the AK, killing the officers. And that's why he looking at the paper. Boom, you can see him moving. Boom, boom. You can see the gunfire. Boom, boom. And then he hopped out, got the other one. Boom. And he tried to take cover. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to see too much because it's YouTube. And plus it was the dash cam. But he did both of them in right there, less than 10 seconds. He pulled up. They was talking a little bit more. He told him, get your ass over there. All that shit come over. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He come over there hot. Boom. Less than 10 seconds. He owned him though. He owned him, but he still had his guard down, bro. He thinking he had searched him and did. He don't know nothing. He done came over here, bro. And next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. That's when he tried the house. That one already did. He already took out. He didn't know if the dude shot him or nothing. He just was spooked. He didn't know what was going on, bro. He was spooked, fool. He didn't know what was going on. But you could see him getting ready. Boom, boom, boom. Then that's when he messed up trying to run after the officer. And that's when he popped the other officer. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He did it dirt and dipped. So boom, about that time he popped both of them. He get in, walked in, he emptied that joint. Get back in, and the pops gonna jump around. He gonna jump around. What? Pops making sure they dead, bro. Pops was doing something. He got the papers. This dude. There you go. See, he was a little bit bigger than they portrayed too. And then they ran straight to Walmart. They went straight to Walmart. I think they either drove around the city a little bit, but they went straight to Walmart, bro. And them officers were dead, both of them, just sitting there dead. That's why I say like how they got the side of the road is a little bit accurate. That was accurate in the trailer or whatever. That was accurate. See now, when as y'all can see, they pulling up. The officer pulling up after the scene. This is after they already died. And these is, see what I'm saying? These are the two. That's him laying right there. Like I was saying, he was laying down, bro. He was laying. See, but they had the officer coming from the other way. You see how this truck? But look, this was a Tahoe right here in the trailer, and then they had the other little sheriff car or chief car, whatever. Either way it go, this is pretty much accurate, bro. You got boom, you got them cars on the side pulled up just like that. And you got the body, literally, one of them was in the ditch right there. That was the one in the ditch. And that was the other one right there just laying there. Dead, gone, bro. Pop them. And they got out looking crazy. See, that was West Memphis police, bro. That was not sheriff. Those weren't sheriffs in the situation. That's the FedEx truck right there. That's the FedEx truck. So it was accurate. They just didn't put the truck in there and all that shit. It was accurate. And there go another. So okay, they go the scene. They go the scene where he pulled up. The other side. See, that's how it is. That's how it is right there. Boom. That was the other one. Like the actual footage that they showed in the boom. So see, that's the side that you saw, like in the trailer or whatever. Bruh, that's how it happened, dog.
God.
And you hear him. It's crazy.
Oh my fucking God.
Where's Memphis, bro? This shit really happened, bro. That's the other one right there in the ditch. Laying down. One officer right there in the ditch. The other officer right there. Head gone. Blown off. You see leg, you see feet, legs, torso, hands. You don't see a head. Head is gone. Head is gone, brother. Head is gone. Head. He had to get cremated.
He got all the information, man. The truck driver.
See the truck driver, bro. That was who made the actual call, bro. Bro, that's how it happened, bro. So then they leave. They put out the hit for him. The white van was the suspect. Blah blah.
Possibly a white van was going to be the suspect.
So that's and Walmart ain't nothing but like a minute away from where the shit happened. So boom, you got Walmart. Here you go driving around. That's him right there, trying to make it. He was trying to drive around and make it, you know, but they didn't let him leave, bro. They didn't let him leave, bro. Okay, here you go trying to leave. They showing him trying to leave now. Boom, and he died like over here type shit, like right there type. Here you go trying to leave, but they had already knew who he was. Look, boom, that's the first officer. He stopped. He like, what they got going, bro? He trying to see if he gonna shoot. So he did not jump out, bro. He didn't jump out like they said. Oh, he did jump out, fool. He did jump out. He did. No, he didn't jump. I can't tell if he jumped out, but I knew he opened the door and was like, blah, 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 what's going on? And woo, woo, woo. But as I was saying, he backed up. Then you're going to see that off-duty truck. My teacher, Pops, watch. Boom, right there. Accurate. Boom. Just like that. Hit him. But he did jump out like shooting, like they had in the movie. He was shooting, but they go to maybe that's the black officer right there. Boom, the black officer. But if that's the case, it should have been switched, like flipped the whole like the whole thing should have been flipped around because the apartments were shown in the back, like which is that's accurate. Like the apartments around here in the back, bro. Like the apartments in the back, like the different point of view. All this is like houses that way. Those are houses in like the suburbs area. This is the store. On this side is the store. And this is the highway. That side is the highway. So if it was like accurate, which I know it wasn't, the black officer would have been right here in the truck. Even though the truck hit him from behind, that's accurate. And then the truck would have been, basically the whole thing would have been flipped, is what I'm saying. So, but that actually happened. The officer, boom, hit him. He ran, back, ran into him again. Bag back. There you go, bagging back. Because they was shooting. He ended up, boom. He boom, because they was shooting as he was shooting that joint. They was all shooting, bro. Boom. There they go. They still, you know, he get out. Boom. Shooting. They shooting at that joint. And they gonna all go up. There go the dog. I told you, bro, the dog got out untouched. You can see they done ran into the truck. They done shot the truck up, bro. At this point, this truck is shot. Them people dead. Bro, the dog get out and run. That's accurate. The black dog there, the dog get out and run, bro. accurate. 100% accurate. Then you're going to start to see them slowly surround this joint. As they, you know what I'm saying, they're going to slowly surround this joint, and they're going to pull them out. Pull them out dead. Just pull them out, drag, let them on the ground. The boy and the son. I mean, the son and the pops. Drag them. Let me see. You can see them slowly start to, look, they slowly walking up. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And they was by about 20 deep, 30 deep, walking up on that joint. Look how they still swarming that joint. On some GTA, bro. That nigga had 8 stars. You're 10 stars, bro. You hear me? Bro had 10 stars, fool. Like, this man was wanted. Ain't no cheat code. Bro, look how they kneeling. Look, bro, my dog is kneeling. Literally kneeling, bro. What the world? This man kneeling. Bro, he accidentally hit the O button. This nigga, what the fuck? This man trying to, his controls on you, bro. This man just got a new gun and a new camo. These niggas like the camo on your ass, bro. Damn. Look at how they swamp. Man, search and destroy. Fuck wrong with a nigga, bro? Look how he, bro. I got a new weapon. Look, he expecting this weapon. He hit the O button, bro. This man crouch. I wouldn't be surprised when he to go prone, bro. Boy, this was the first Warzone, right? This was the first GTA 10-star, bro. Look how they still coming, bro. They want to unlock some weapons, bro. They trying to unlock some camos on this nigga, fool. Stop playing. Boy, he was bold for that, boy. He was bold for that, chat. Look how they surrounded. You think I'm lying? I can't make it up. Look at this. Look how they surrounded this man like roaches on the fry. And then they moving around. Look how they in formation on this man. And his son, the dog gone. They ain't caring about, I don't know how the dog made it through all that, bro. This whole truck is shot up, beat up, all that. Look at that, bro. Look. At that point, they had dragged him out. I don't know if you can see it, but they dragged him out at this point. Bruh, they unlocked the score streak on it, man. Hey, man, say, man, chat. Like, comment, share, subscribe, bro. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Hey, stay blessed out there, bro. This was, like I say, bro, y'all want more little live stream like this? You did. You see where it's at for 100% free. Like I say, man, I ain't got too much more to say, bro. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, bro. I know y'all really appreciate the content, so come on back. Hit that subscribe button, man. Pull up, bro. I go live. Y'all show me y'all fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out, bro. It's been your boy, Block Baby J. Fiji Flawless Gang, sponsored by In the Hood Podcast. Stay blessed out there. Fiji Gang.
Santana Star Beats.
Let go. Damn. What the fuck?